Oh, you've come at a bad time. Gotta pound these chicken cutlets out, because guess what we're making? Chicken cutlets. Sometimes we like a thin chicken cutlet. Sometimes we like a thick breast cutlet. It depends on what you are in the mood for. I'm just pounding some cutlets. Woo! Are you hiding your face from me? Salt. You sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all.
Did you make your cookies yet?
Garlic powder, onion powder, but I ran out of onion powder, so we're just doing garlic. I beat some eggs already. Normally, I'm making a little bit more today, so I'm using an extra egg. And plus, when I add cheese to the egg mixture, cheese and parsley, it gets thicker, so I usually have to add an extra egg. So that's what I'm doing. I added 3 eggs, beaten. And now I'm going to, where's my cheese? We're gonna add, because we're trying to do layers of flavor for these chicken cutlets, okay? So we're gonna add like that much cheese. And roughly chopped parsley, probably about a tablespoon and a half. A tablespoon's fine. See, it makes it a little bit thicker. I don't always do this. Sometimes I just do a real quick, simple egg, breadcrumb, cheese, always cheese in the breadcrumb. But if I have a little more time, I'll do this. So we have the egg. We have the sliced and pounded out chicken cutlets. Pounded for thinness and pounded for tenderness. So, because we don't want any tough chicken. No way. So what I'm doing, and I did for myself and my daughter, I have like Italian panko and regular panko, because panko crumbs are less calories. So we'll have some panko. But I'm just doing classic chicken cutlet recipe that I was taught. The panko is just extra, okay? So we'll put, let me see how many chicken. Probably gonna need the whole thing, but I'll add more. Okay, put that. We're gonna put some cheese, some more cheese. I would say half to a half, but that's a little bit not right. Probably a half to a sixth.
Your girlfriend. Woof.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some variations. Classically, you could just do egg, and then you do Italian breadcrumbs. You can make your own or buy it at the store. We're not having a debate about it. And some cheese, some pecorino romano. Okay, mixed with that. Dip the chicken in the egg, then the breadcrumbs, and then we're gonna fry it. Classic chicken cutlet recipe, okay? But variation is you could put the cheese and the parsley in there to add a layer of flavor before you even put the breadcrumbs on. And then put it in the breadcrumb cheese mixture. You can mix panko in your breadcrumb and cheese mixture to make it a little crispier. You can dip your chicken cutlet in flour, then egg, then any kind of breadcrumb mixture. But again, classic chicken cutlet recipe, chicken in the egg and the breadcrumb cheese mixture fried on the pan. And that's what we're doing with a little variation of panko for lower calories. But I'm gonna have one of these because of the wonderful things she does. Need to look at this bad boy. Yeah. Dip that in the egg. Everybody makes fun of me because I don't use my hands when I do this, but I skeeve. I don't like the way it feels on my fingers. I know people have variations of how they make cutlets. This is just my version, my way, how I was taught and how I always had them, and they're delicious. Right, Fred? Although little Freddie likes it with the flour, and he likes that crisp. But my husband doesn't. He likes the classic breadcrumbs. I don't discriminate. I want everybody hung like you're a 65-year-old boomer. It's going to be a nice thick chicken cutlet for whoever wants it. See, when they're thicker, they're juicy. It's a juicy breast, okay? Right there. If you want to save on calories, you could also bake these chicken cutlets. Just, you know, pour some oil over it and then bake it. About $3.90 for 25-30 minutes or so, depending on how crispy you like it. Let me see it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that one wasn't really hot that I ate, so that shouldn't be too bad. Wasn't that good? Tell me how much you love it. Now you just got your Italian card. You're welcome. Because you ate a long hot pepper.
What?
While I'm finishing the rest of this, I'm going to put the oil on in the pan. Low, high, or medium high. What I use is, I like a mixture of olive oil and vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever. As a matter of fact, I remember when my grandfather used to fry his chicken cutlets, he would buy the oil that was a mixture of canola and olive oil. They used to sell that together. Do they still sell that? Because I haven't seen it in any stores that I go to. Yeah, let me know if you find it, because I want it for nostalgia purposes. Okay. Anyway, you probably do a little bit more of the frying oil than you do to the olive oil. The olive oil is for flavor. Yeah, you hear that? Cover the bottom of the pan and then some. An emphasis on the and then some. Could you stop banging at that back door? Oh my gosh, it's breezy out there. If I stepped outside once in a while, I would know. Freddie, I step outside, you know, when necessary. You mean your DoorDash order? My son thinks he's a comedian. Yeah, yeah. It has occurred to me that there are people out there who don't know what a chicken cutlet is. Now you know, a chicken cutlet is just basically Italian fried chicken. Just call me Colonel Cara. All right, we're back, and then I love it when we use just enough and we have just enough. So I do have a little bit extra left of this and a little extra of that. When it's a regular batch chicken cutlets, I usually know exactly what I need, but this was a little different because I made extra because we have a little special guest here tonight, my niece. Oh, you know what? What you could do with this is get more egg and mix it in here, you know, beat it and then mix it in here and fry these. I don't need the calories, so I'm not going to do that. I used to have that all the time when I was a kid. My mom always used the leftover breadcrumbs and she would mix it with the egg and fry that up, and we would eat that in addition to the chicken cutlets to make sure, you know, it went further. But the oil is heated up because I could smell it. Yeah! It might be a little high, but hold on. But the putting all these cutlets in here is gonna, like I said, it's gonna drive the temperature down. So that should be good. That's fine. All right, let me get a plate ready. I'll be back. The deal when it comes out to hit it with a tiny bit of salt, tiny bit of salt, just so you get that little ping. And then this is for beauty and for flavor, like me. You know when I would love to eat those little bricks is when, parsley on the phone, my mother was frying the chicken cutlets and she was frying the little leftover bread bricks. I would like to eat them as an appetizer, not really towards the meal. The chicken cutlets were the meal. But yeah, but they were a good little taste before dinner of flavor. Of the flavor that was about to descend upon us. And you know what was even more of a treat? When we had freshly made chicken cutlets for lunch, which my uncle would also make us when we would come home for lunch, you know, on our lunch half hour, and there would be freshly fried chicken cutlets there for lunch. Like, that was like a mind explosion. Like, what? Chicken cutlets for lunch? Like, the treat that was. Back then, it really was a treat to have like a dinner for a lunch. And my uncle would do that often. And not that we didn't love leftovers or we didn't have leftovers, because we did and we loved them. But we didn't often have leftovers. A lot of times we had freshly made lunches, you know, and I don't think we knew how good we had it until, of course, people grow up and then you look back and think like how it could have been, how it was. And we had it pretty good. So I'm really grateful for those memories in my life. If you are frying a lot of cutlets, this is a must so your cutlets don't get a burnt flavor on them or a burnt look on them either, but the flavor especially. You have to go to the bottom of the pan and get the little burning bits out. Clean your oil essentially. I use one of these little, I forget what they're called. I use this for soup, like a skimmer, that's what it is. Thank you. Like to skim the oil off of the top of the soup and all. Anyway, your oil will be a lot happier. Take those bubbles out and then the little brown bits at the bottom. Okay, and then add, oh, there you go, and add more oil as you need to. We have to make different kind of chicken cutlets, varying sizes of chicken cutlets, thick breast, thin breast, panko flour, regular, parsley, no parsley. This is what we're working with. Who likes a nice golden chicken cutlet? You want to see a nice golden chicken cutlet?
Buddy.
Yeah. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. You want to meet all the friends? You want to meet the gang? His name's Herbert. He's Eddie. I know they don't have Italian names. It's fine. It's fine. That's what's for dinner tonight. Enjoy.